What's going on, folks? So, yeah, it's kind of early in the morning here, and just want to, I guess, get this out there. You guys already know that there's been some breaking news about this shooting in Tulsa Medical Center, and 4 people were killed in this shooting. And I just want to bring this to a lot of folks' attention that, this what we're dealing with right now is still going to come down to being just pure evil, no matter what anybody tells you. And unfortunately, places like medical centers, I mean, I go to multiple medical facilities, and especially like some of the hospitals, and I don't know of one hospital that I go to between the St. Louis area and Central Illinois area where the security guard is armed. So something like this, they don't have all the details on it yet. It doesn't even matter because what was done was completely evil and it should never have happened. But what I am going to say though is just like most other places, our most vulnerable places where people go to get help is now a target of somebody that has some psychological issues going on. And it's really unfortunate, because now, you got a vulnerable place like the school shooting that happened. And then also you got a vulnerable place like a medical center where something happened. And most of the people that go in there, be it students in schools or be it a patient at a medical facility, they're sitting ducks. And it's sad if there's no protection there. Now, in schools, you guys would say, well, kids don't have a choice because they don't have no protection. They can't bring any weapons there. That's true. I get that. Now, I already argued that I felt the teachers should have guns, or be armed, or they should have some type of security personnel at the front door, or just kind of scouting the area with all interests, especially during the major peak hours of the day at the school. When kids are first getting to school, they may be close around lunch or recess, et cetera, et cetera. But at a hospital, I don't know of one hospital or medical facility that doesn't have a big sticker on there where it says guns not allowed. So it's a good chance that your average patient or visitor is not bringing a weapon in there. And there are no metal detectors that I know of that I've seen in these places. But in this case, for this guy to be able to walk up in there and shoot is crazy, because it said he kills 4 in the attack at the Tulsa Medical Facility. And then it says he's carrying a rifle. He was carrying a rifle and a handgun, opened fire in the medical office building in Tulsa, Oklahoma on Wednesday, killing 4 people and injuring several others before apparently taking his own life in the latest shooting to shock the country, the authorities said. In an interview late Wednesday night, Captain Richard Molenberg of the Tulsa Police Department said the attack was not random. So that, I don't know. It says that the Gannon Gill was wrapping up the appointment with a new patient on Wednesday when a loud noise startled him. A few seconds later, he heard it again. Mr. Gill, a physician assistant and a hunter, recognized those sounds as gunfire. And apparently, if this wasn't random and he had it out for somebody, it's a lot of more stuff that people are going to have to cover. There's a lot of more facts that are going to have to come out. For example, whoever it is that he was targeting, did he know them? Apparently he must have, because they said it wasn't random. And 2, did he wait to do it so whoever it is that he might have been having some type of beef with or some type of animosity with, he will be able to get all of them in one place? Y'all know what I'm trying to say? Because if these people that work at this facility that he targeted all lived in, of course, separate locations, he would have to have traveled to do it. But he waited for all of them to get into one location to do what he did. So, of course, you guys, this is going to be a huge, there's going to be a huge backlash for those that don't like guns. It's going to be, see, look, more guns, more guns, more guns. But understand this. This is only being brought to the attention because it's on a mass shooting level. But at the same time, on Memorial Day, there was like over 20-some people in Chicago that were shot. But I guess because it wasn't all in one location, it doesn't matter. So when it comes down to it, I know that there's going to be backlash. It's going to be saying that guns, see there, we need to have, it's gun violence, gun violence, gun violence, gun violence. But like I said the other night, it's not gun violence, it's people violence. And if we don't get people in order, shootings, murders, stabbings, all those things are going to continue no matter what, because the people that are actually performing those acts are the ones that are the violent individuals. Those are the ones who are committing the assault or whatever like that. So in this case, I noticed that they did specifically say that he had a rifle and he had a handgun. I bet people were just waiting on to hear the word AR-15, weren't they? And I don't know what type of gun it was. It may very well be. But my point is that if they would have threw the word assault in there, I know people would have been all going crazy, jumping all over this, just ready to just, woo, get on this. So anyway, folks, again, when it all comes down to it, there is nothing wrong with protecting yourself. And if it gets to a point to where now medical facilities are going to need protection, because I'm telling you, I talk to our security guys. I talk to them all the time when I see them in the morning. They are not armed. They got like a baton, a heavy flashlight, handcuffs, but that's about it. That's about it. Matter of fact, in one of the places they can't even carry a knife. The security can't. So this is where we're at right now. And these are the type of conversations that need to come up to where this can be discussed with all the American people. Don't get me wrong. Y'all know how I am. I feel about it. I definitely feel that guns is definitely something that can be used as self-defense should there be an attack like this right here. But this was pretty much almost like I'm pretty much, when it comes down to it, it's going to be like an ambush. Like there's nothing that could have been done to stop this unless, guys, I can't even tell you. One reason why I can't tell you, because they don't know. We don't know all the details of where he did it at. I mean, they did say that it was at it was on on the second floor of a hospital. So apparently wherever he went on, he knew what he was doing. And I don't want to say that it was like pretty much like your typical hospital where he just went up on like a hospital floor, but it might have been like a medical facility where there's like private physician offices, et cetera, et cetera. So it is in the medical building is home to ambulatory surgery center and a center for breast cancer surgery, according to the hospital's website. And somebody said it wasn't random, said Captain Richard Muhlenberg. This wasn't an individual who just decided he wanted to go find a hospital full of random people. He deliberately made a choice to come here, and his actions were deliberate. He declined to give any more details. The officer did. Now, the guy, apparently, like I said, we know that the guy, it was a self-inflicted wound. It says none of the victims have had life-threatening injuries, said Captain Richard Muhlenberg of Tulsa Police Department. He said the number of people with gunshot wounds seemed very low. Some of the injuries may be tied to hundreds of people fleeing the building. Okay, I was going to say, how is there no life-threatening injuries when 4 people were killed? But that's another thing, guys. So anyway, and then the governor, Kevin Stitt of Oklahoma, said the shooting today was a senseless act of violence and hatred. Exactly. And I told you guys, no matter if you are like the kid in Buffalo doing things out of racism, the kid that did it in Uvalde, his reasons for doing the things that he did it. And this guy right here, that they don't know really any information on, they haven't released his name or anything like that yet. But when it comes down to it, hatred is what drove it, right? And behind that hatred, you're going to find evil. People can get mad all day long, say what they want to say. Anybody that wants to take the life of somebody else is going to be driven by evil. And I know people keep on going back to the Cain and Abel days and all that. Some people say, no, Cain did that out of jealousy. Yes, but that jealousy itself is still going to have its roots in evil. Anything that can cause you to all of a sudden want to have thoughts of killing somebody, no matter what it is they did to you, you're being influenced by great evil. Plain and simple. You're being driven by evil. So you got to think about a lot of things. What can drive you to the point where you want to actually kill somebody? I know there's certain things that can be said to you, but I mean, guys, people that got certain type of mental things going on, there's time to cool down. there's time to just get away and reflect. I tell people sometimes, I got like these anger issues, I'm like, look, go away. Don't even just get yourself away from the situation. Go just drive somewhere. You know what I mean? Just drive. Like, call your job and say, look, I'm having a really, really, really bad day. Like, I'm so bad right now. I need to take a couple of days off and just get away, go somewhere, and just let the stuff just temper down. Because what people do a lot of times, they tend to do things off of impulse. Now, there's other situations too where things are planned out, et cetera, where they just constantly being, influenced by evil in all their thoughts, in all their ways, all their intentions, all of that is just driven by evil. And they just keep on contemplating. They keep on watering that seed in their mind that wants them to go and do some type of harm to another human being. They dwell on it consistently. They dwell on it constantly throughout their day. And they plot these things out and they do it. But when it all comes down to it, they are still driven by evil. Plain and simple, folks. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys that update. It might be more to come, but it's a good chance I won't be doing no videos later on because I'm getting ready to go celebrate 21 years of being married to my bride. So I had to just do this for y'all real quick, all right? Don't forget, folks, that if you've been watching this channel for some time and you forgot to do it, double check to make sure that you are subscribed. If you are new to the channel, kind of get an idea about it, keep on doing that. And once you like what I'm doing, go ahead and subscribe. Now, also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so it can be circulated within the YouTube realm, and comment. And also, always tell y'all, let at least 5 people know about the channel or something. Let 5 people verbally know about the channel so they can help get this message out there, all right? I'm getting ready to get out of here, folks. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray, whoa, I went dark. I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I hope and pray every last one of you guys are in great health. God bless you all through Jesus.